Hey, Ellen.
What now, Chris?
Hey, Ellen. Look,
Hey, Chris.
look what Proven Winners did.
They rolled out the plywood carpet
The
for us.
brown carpet for us. Well, hey, they say it never rains in sunny Southern California. Apparently it did here in Gilroy. And this place would have been a mud pit if they hadn't put down something for us to walk on.
It's better than drought.
Right, and we are.
I'm Ellen.
I'm
He's
Chris, and we're the bobbleheads covering the 2019 California Spring Trials at Proven Winners. We're going to do 2 videos at this stop.
Yes, we are.
One on the annuals, that's the one you're watching right now, conveniently, and then one someplace else on YouTube, that's their perennials and their woodies.
Right.
So look for that one. But the first thing we want to start with is well, I still call it Bacopa. Does that make me old-fashioned?
No, it makes you, stubborn.
Hey, Bacopa is the common name now for Sutera. And the news here with their snowstorms is that they have basically replaced the entire snowstorm series, or virtually all of it, with improvements. And these are improved for less browning when the plants dry down. One of the problems with a Sutera or Bacopa is if you let it wilt, and what consumer doesn't let it wilt? It wilts, and then you water it and it comes back up, but the plant turns brown, and it takes a while to grow back out of it. So these have been selected to do less of that.
Yes.
They did keep Giant Snowflake in the collection there, and they've added Rose over here. Nice color, big flowers on that too. That looks good. And there's one over here, Gen Z. There it is, Glacier Blue as well. Also, nice big flower. So that's the story on Sutera.
Well, this is a story right here.
Everybody seems to be in the sunflower or helianthus game. Some people want to call them sunflowers, some people don't. Suncredible is what they're calling this helianthus. What can we tell the folks about it?
Well, we can say, pick up a pot. 1 pinch, 1 dose of bonsai, and there you go. That is 1 plant in there.
That is just taken off. It's got interesting foliage. It's kind of crenulated, crinkly, heavy and stiff, loads of flowers, a very
sturdy
plant, heat tolerant for sure. And so that is the Suncredible series. Here, this is an interesting one right here. We asked about Raspberry Blast because it, unfortunately, even though it's not orange, it had some of that orange Petunia gene in it. Man, that gene just hit everybody hard. This was in the top 5 of their Proven Winners.
I think so.
When it was lost, Raspberry Blast was. Now they've got sort of a replacement. It's Raspberry Rush. That's an R there. And it's not quite the same plant, but it's as similar as they can get right now. And so if you were a big seller of Raspberry Blast, you've got something you can sell in its place now.
And I like that dark foliage.
Right.
Speaking of dark, look at the ring on this one.
In Calibrachoas, or their Superbells series, we've got some colors. Blackcurrant Punch is what we're looking at there. And we've got an improved Dreamsicle, which is improved for better coverage of color all over the plant.
And less fade in the flower color.
And less fading, so it'll hold that nice strong color. And then we've got doubles over here. 3 different new Superbells doubles, and they're the only one. There's only one other company that can have doubles in Calibrachoas. That's selected, by the way. So they've got amber, blue, and orange in that. Now, as a Floridian, I live in Illinois now, but I'm a Floridian. This is a great crop for me. This is a Pentas. This is the first Pentas in the Proven Winners line. In fact, Tom Smith told us they've been trying to put a Pentas in their line since like before Proven Winners even started. And they finally got one. They found one that's worthy of being called a Proven Winners. It's called Sunstar.
Nice big flowers. Umbel's big and the individual flowers are big.
Look at that. That is a big, beefy plant, and it's vegetative. I don't know if there's any other vegetative modern series out there. I think they're all from seed.
There's been a few, but nothing like commercially available.
Right. Correct us if we're wrong on that. So red, lavender, rose, and pink.
Yep, 4 colors.
Are the colors there.
These are cool. It's Gaillardia.
Yeah, another heat lover. Gallardia or Gallardia. 2 colors here in the Heated Up series, scarlet and yellow. These are interspecifics, and they said part of the genetics in here, I think, was from a Texas.
The Texas native, and then another cross with a standard perennial.
Right, and that brings it sort of the heat and disease tolerance. It's also very fast to flower, quicker than the seed types, but it's not as cold tolerant as the seed types. It's about like 8B or something because of that Texas blood. Look, Ellen, vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables, love them.
Some of your favorites.
That's all I eat.
A tomato and a pepper here, brand new in the Proven Harvest line, which they just introduced last year. What do we got?
I think this is their first pepper. It's called Hot and Heavy, and it's actually spicy, hence the hot in the name. Jalapeno kind of flavoring to it, but look, those fruits turn a nice red. What else can we say about it?
Well, it kind of keeps it a fairly compact size. It's not exactly a tabletop plant, but it's a nice bush plant for a container.
But look at all those fruits on that.
Or you put it out in the vegetable garden as well. This tomato is interesting, and I asked them where it came from, and they said Prudak, which is a popular Dutch vegetable breeder. And now that you know that, you can see it, because this definitely is a basket or tabletop type called Good Hearted.
And Prudak tends to breed those heart-shaped tomatoes.
Right, look at those very interesting little heart-shaped fruits, loads of them. And the fruits mature in about 65 to 72 days on this little cocktail-sized tomato. We've written about this next story here, Ellen.
Both of us.
Haven't we? Proven Winners has partnered with Classic Caladiums out of Florida to offer the best of the classic line as Proven Winners. And they've got, I think, 20 different selections of their caladiums. And these are really beautiful. There's every kind of color of the rainbow, from deep scarlet to sort of salmon colors, whites and greens, you name it, it's in here. And a couple of interesting things. Grab some of those bulbs over there.
I will.
First off, these will take the sun. Caladiums will take the sun. If you don't know it, they grow out in full sun in Florida. Just keep them watered. That's the main thing. Second of all, how do you plant a caladium? It's very hard to tell the top from the bottom of this unless you're an expert. I know that's the top because I'm an expert. Well, not really. But these are the eyes up here. But for those who don't know, Classic is painting a dab of color on the top, the upside of the caladium. So folks who don't know a caladium from a hole in the ground that they're about to put it in, know which end to put it up. Also, these have been de-eyed. So that little center thing is missing. That means all these other eyes are going to come up instead of one center dominant one.
And unless you're a UPS driver, you can actually not fail with that.
Oh, that was good. All right, we're going to head into the next greenhouse and take a look at 2 more things that I think are extra special. Now, Ellen, we could stay here all day shooting video after video of all the new additions, the improvements. There's lots and lots of news here. This is just the tip of the iceberg of highlights that we're showing you, but I want to, if you folks will just let me slip past here, don't mind me. Hey, you're the paying customers. I'm just an annoying journalist. But this is one I personally like a lot. It's a Salvia farinacea called Unplugged. It's a vegetative farinacea as opposed to a seed farinacea. What I love about farinacea, well, 2 things. First off, the foliage always looks perfect. I have never seen a brown spot, a bug, a leaf, or leaf minor, anything. It looks like it's plastic. It's perfect.
Such a nice green too.
And the flowers for this type of salvia have so much color. The flowers are big. They're not gappy. There's just so much color going on there. They're really drought tolerant too. Heat, drought, full sun. They just love it, and I love that series. I'd love to see them bring a few more colors into that if they look as good as Unplugged does.
And lastly, Unplugged So Blue. I'm not sure.
Oh yes, Unplugged So Blue. So blue it is. The last thing I wanted to show, you guys may argue with me, but I liked this Scaevola for one reason. Scaevola is probably about the oldest plant at Proven Winners.
That's right.
Remember New Wonder? No, excuse me, Blue Wonder.
Blue Wonder, yes.
Blue Wonder was like the first, we're talking like 1995 or something like that, early. Blue Wonder. Then they improved it with New Wonder, and that was improved a few times, and now they've brought out Whirlwind several years ago, and they've been improving Whirlwind. So this is like the latest genetics, the latest breeding, the most modern version of what a Scaevola could look like.
And this one has better branching, excellent vigor.
Just spectacular.
Nice
Great
coverage.
color. And I mean, as a basket, look at that. So that is, gosh, it's a taste, a sampling, a tithe
Just a little tapas.
of all the things. A bite, yes, of all the things you can see here at Proven Winners in Gilroy at the 2019 California Spring Trials. I say we proceed down the Brown Wood Road.